Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys the weekly soul connection reading. So just take what resonates and get rid of anything that doesn't. I do tend to channel for those that are experiencing challenges or separations in their connections, so please keep that in mind. And the decks I'll be using will all be listed down below. Today's Orgonite is called the Eclipse Orgon, created by Michelle from Wing and Bell. So what we're going to do is kind of a you versus them. So your person versus you, just kind of, what their energy is in the situation, how they're kind of experiencing things, how they view things, etc. versus you. I feel like that will really help us to just kind of see where you and your person are at. And then after we do this, rather than going into, a lot of the normal things, I really want to focus on you, the person, things that you could be doing right now for your own healing. I know that there's a lot of people that are suffering right now when it comes to soul connections. They're very confused. They don't understand why they feel certain things. They don't understand why they're experiencing certain, emotions. And so I just wanted to go ahead and tap into some of these things, some of the work that we can do on ourselves, because really the things that are showing up in our lives in the form of relationships have a lot to do with ourselves. And so I feel like that's a really important place for us to focus today. So that way we can clear whatever we've got going on. So that way we can experience more harmonious relationships. So I hope that that makes sense. Let's get into it. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to tap into this deck here, and we're going to see what kind of energies is your person in when it comes to you and this connection. Okay. So how are they experiencing? Okay, so the immediate thing that we have is the Chariot. So the Chariot is movement, okay? The Chariot is someone who is, perhaps moving forward on their path, their destined path. And there's this light and dark force here. They have to make choices. So let's see why that's coming through. What are these choices about? What is this energy all about? Let's look. Okay, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse position means that we are coming out of a period of stagnation. We're coming out of a period where we're not really putting our lives on hold. We're not really investing. We're not really willing to just kind of like wait and take our time. So I feel like your person is just on the move. I hate to report this to you guys, but right now it does look like your person is just not interested in growing together. They're not interested in really taking this opportunity to see things from either your perspective or from a different perspective, to see it from a higher perspective. As you can see in this particular card, that Four of Cups is coming from, the sky. It's like coming from the divine, but this person isn't looking at it. This person isn't happy or satisfied with themselves. So again, that just goes to prove that when we're not happy with ourselves, a lot of things in our lives we will blame, or we will just not be able to appreciate. And I feel like your person might just be unable to appreciate things right now with you. Maybe the Five of Cups. Five of Cups is someone who, has experienced sadness. They might even know that they have made you sad or have hurt you on some sort of level, that they're disappointing you with this declining, or with this kind of maybe stone wall that they've put up. That they're not willing to invest at this time in your connection. So that makes you very sad. I'm getting here that your person is aware of that. Yeah, see the Eight of Wands in the reverse position. And not all of these cards, you guys, are reversed, obviously. We can see there's plenty here. But Eight of Wands not in the upright position, so reversed, is not moving forward. So I can see the non-investment in Seven of Pentacles reversed, and now Eight of Wands reversed. They're moving forward, but it seems to be in their own life rather than in this connection. And Eight of Wands also is communication. So to me, this tells me that either they're not communicating, they're not messaging you back, they're not responding, they're just not communicating. And that makes it very difficult for us to try to work things out with someone if someone's not willing to communicate. With the Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Fortune is just a cycle right now that seems to be somewhat karmic. We're not labeling this at all. We're not saying this is a karmic connection, but this is a karmic cycle. There could be also some karmic debts or lessons that are being learned right now, but the cycle is just not favorable to move forward at this time. And then we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess in the reverse energy tells me that someone is not willing to, they're not in touch with their higher self. They're not willing to be connected to their higher self. And so when we're not connected to our higher self, we're really just in our ego. Yeah, and your person is kind of in that devil's energy. They might have a lot of addictions. They might have a lot of expectations where they need things to look a certain way or feel a certain way, or they won't be happy. there's just something, they could also be involved elsewhere. So they could be involved in some sort of karmic cycle with another person. And so they might be codependent or addicted to that and not really wanting to kind of pull out of that or fix their lives or get healthy. So that's where your person is at right now. They might, you know, have attraction to you, but it could be in this devil's energy. And that's just not the highest form. That's not what you're looking for, is what I'm seeing here. So that's where your person's energy is at towards you in this connection. Why don't we see what's going on? What's interesting is this is at the bottom of the deck, the Chariot, and it's upright. So I feel like when it comes to this connection, we have two energies that are at hand. One of these horses is you and one of the horses is your person. And until you guys can get on the same page, it's like you can't really get this Chariot to move. Yeah, we have the Queen of Pentacles immediately falling out. See, you're the Queen of Pentacles. You want to invest. You're ready. You're ready for a commitment. You're ready to basically move forward with your life and to build. And I feel like your person is just not cooperating. And that makes it very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. We have the Hierophant. Yeah, I feel like you guys know it too, because the Hierophant in the reverse position means that someone is not complying. They don't want commitment. They're not capable of commitment right now. They're not capable of traditional relationships. There could also be a karmic marriage. You could be in one or someone else is in one, or a relationship. And so this is another reason why the right thing to do is to perhaps not even participate in this connection right now if there is third party. Because all that's going to do is it's just going to create chaos and havoc and all kinds of negative karma that doesn't need to be here. So I feel like some of you guys want to move forward with this person, but either because of your own situation or their situation or both, or just this lack of communication and being on the same page is a major issue, and you know it. You know it. Yeah, Five of Cups, see, this is connected to your person. You have a lot of sadness here. Your person knows it. But the fact that it's in the reverse position for them tells me that it's easier for them to just basically kind of out of sight, out of mind, like not really focus on it. You're really focused on the sadness. Your person's kind of looking to let it go. They know that you're sad, but they're just not really, it's not enough for them to change. It's not enough for them to, to do anything different here. Oh my gosh, see how you guys are mirroring each other here? The Wheel. So the Wheel was reversed for them too. This is a cycle. It's a karmic cycle. You guys can't move forward. The time is not favorable right now for this connection to get on the same page. So the wheel cannot be turned right now. It would actually, if we tried to turn the wheel right now, there would actually be more karma that's created. So it's just not a good idea. So really trust that something is not working for a reason. Yeah, instead, put your time and dedication and energy into yourself. The Magician is all about our tools, the tools of life, the things that we use to create. So we want to make sure that we're using tools that are pure, not using tools that are tainted, okay? That's the last thing that you want to do, is try to start a new relationship when you're in another relationship or when someone is married. And that's not to demean any of you guys that find yourself in that situation. But the thing is, marriage is marriage. Cheating is cheating. Lying is lying. I don't care what kind of soul connection you have. All of those things, when we try to enter into or make something work, when all of those elements are in place, it's never a good thing. And we have the Empress. So the fact that we have two queens here, I do feel for some of you, there is another party involved. There might be somebody that is married that has kids. This could be you. And if that's not the case, I just feel that this Empress is ready to roll. She's ready for her king. She's looking for her emperor. This Queen of Pentacles is looking for her King of Pentacles. He's not here. Somebody is not ready. Somebody is not available. Somebody is just not on the same page. And you know it deep down. Oh my gosh, Four of Cups. This came up for your person. So there's this, and it's in the same position too. So that Four of Cups means someone is just not able to participate. Somebody is not interested, or somebody just basically cannot see what you see. We can't really change that, you guys. You can't force someone to see something that they're not willing to see. So that is a problem here. Oh my gosh, see, there's the Emperor. That's the thing. The Emperor. Someone sees the Emperor. There's a couple here though. I feel like there is a marriage and there's this third party. So it's either you or someone else or something like that. But the Empress needs her Emperor. So if you're not seeing emperor-like energy, if you're not seeing king status energy, and I'm going to tell you guys something that's going to sound really harsh. An emperor is not someone that has you and someone else. That is not a king. That is not someone that is a true king. A true king would never put anyone in that position. So you might be looking at this person and thinking that they're your king. And it's not to say they're not, but they're not yet because they have not cleared up their crap. They have not grown to this king status. Some of you guys really want this emperor to show up, but this emperor will not show up as long as you are holding on to this fool. Somebody who appears to be the emperor, but they're really not. So if someone is basically giving you the runaround and saying, well, I'm with this person because we have kids together, or, you know, we've got this business together, whatever. I get it. Those are all logistic things, you know, but at the end of the day, when people really want to do something, they will move mountains to make those things happen. So if someone is not doing that, that just means it's not in them to want to do that. And that means something. And we need to pay attention to those things. Those are signs. Those are signs that someone is not ready. Those are signs that someone is not willing to commit. Those could also be signs that you're dealing with a freaking player or maybe even a narcissist. Either way, I am getting here that the person that's watching the video is ready and the person that you're dealing with is not ready. Either they're not available or they're just not on the same page as you. So we need to stop wasting time. We need to perhaps pull away from this unfavorable cycle, this unfavorable time, and instead work on ourselves. This magician wants to create the emperor. So try not to focus so much on this particular person and say things such as, this is my twin flame, this is my divine masculine, this person is the one. All those things do is they box us in. They close us in and they cut off all other opportunities for other people that might be better for us. But we're so scared, we're so convinced that, no, this is my person. Let's get off of that. Let's take the risk that maybe we don't have it right. Why are we so scared to admit that we might not be right? That's okay. Hand it over to the universe. Hand it over to the divine. I guarantee you, God, the universe, however you guys connect, wants your true happiness. Your highest self wants the highest good for you. So if the highest good is not connected to this person that you are so connected to, then that will simply fall away. Some of us are afraid because we know damn well that deep down we're right. This isn't the right person for us. And some of you guys, it just might take some time, and that's okay. But don't sit around waiting, twiddling your thumbs and waiting for this person to grow up. Live your life in the meantime, okay? So very interesting. Let's now... And so it's kind of interesting that I set this reading up from the beginning, that I really wanted to work on our own stuff. And it came out as a very strained situation where you and this person may not be on the same page right now. And there might be a variety of reasons. There's tons of people that watch these videos. So it's not going to be able to box everyone into the same category, but just take little bits and pieces of what resonated with you. Let's see what is coming up here. What are the lessons here? What do we need to work on for ourselves? Okay, the trigger statement is, why are things such a struggle? Yes, oh my God, this makes total sense. This is the deal. It doesn't mean that things in life shouldn't be challenging. Sometimes that's going to be where our greatest wisdom is derived, is from challenging times. But if something has been a struggle, you guys, for years, and you're going around the same circles with the same person for years, that means something, okay? That means that you're stuck in a cycle. You're stuck in a cycle where you either refuse to grow or you refuse, to grow, to learn the lesson. So the struggle really is yourself. It's not life. It's not your person. It's you. So we have to take responsibility. Remember, when we're in the flow, we are choosing to let go and say, you know what, universe, God, maybe I don't know. That's okay. I don't know what's meant for me, but I know that whatever is such a struggle and whatever I'm fighting right now is probably not the best for me or for my highest good. So I'm going to pull back and let go and let God. I'm going to pull back and let go and let you show me the way. I'm going to remove my expectations. I'm going to remove my need to have this person in my life. And I'm just going to focus on myself. When we do that, we're in the flow. So that's the true statement. I am in the flow. Take a breath, dear one, and allow yourself to feel the flow of life through you. Release your need to do and just be. See, you don't need to do anything. That's another thing. I have a lot of people that say, what can I do to help this person? That's a false statement right there. It should be, what can I do to help myself? Doesn't mean we can't assist or be helpful to other people. But when we're trying to help someone to get something, there is an attachment to the result. Right there, the energy is very screwy. It's probably not going to work out anyways. So when we just pull back and we just focus on ourselves and we just accept the way that things are, because they are this way for a reason. People are choosing to make certain choices for a reason. We so badly want to make excuses. This person's scared. This person's this person's that. This person just is choosing not to do that right now. Sometimes it doesn't matter what the reason is. They are not doing what they need to do in order for you guys to move forward. That should be enough. That should be telling you right there that this person and you are not on the same page. So sometimes there's just no way to go except for to just pull away completely. And maybe when you do that, something about this situation that you can create that change for that person. The only way that we can really inspire change in other people is to change ourselves. So maybe when you do that, there could be some sort of favorable result, but we're not doing it for that reason. We're actually doing it for ourselves. We have trigger statement. It's all my fault. True statement. I see what I truly need. Your energetic body needs nourishment. So begin to discern physical hunger from spiritual hunger. Cherish your body and the way it supports you. This is interesting. So some of us, it's a habit to blame ourselves for things that are not working out, to just like really just, bash on ourselves. I'm so stupid. I can't believe I did this. I can't believe I did that. I'm going to tell you, I do it a lot. But the thing is, some of us truly needed to go through things in order to learn very valuable lessons. So really try not to villainize yourself, blame yourself, or even blame others. We have to take responsibility. That's a different energy. Taking responsibility is different than blaming yourself. Okay, it's all my fault. Okay, yes, maybe you made a decision that wasn't the best, but it was necessary in order for you to learn, because it did provide for you what you truly needed. Now, it also says something about physical hunger, which is our ego. I need this person in my life. I need to have this. I need to hear from them. I'm going to die if I don't. I'm going to go crazy if I don't. I can't sleep. I can't eat. I can't rest until this happens. We need to discern between those two energies. If that feeling that I just described is in you, you know that you probably have an addiction or some sort of a trauma attachment or bond to this person at this time. There's a reason that you're feeling those sensations. You have to clear something within yourself. There's some trauma within you that feels connected to this person. You're replaying some sort of trauma from your past connected to this person. So that just goes to show you that you've got something to clear within yourself. This is not probably the right time for you and this person to connect when you're in that energy. Some of you guys might not be in that energy. So you're like, this reading isn't for me. No worries. Click off. It's not your reading this week. But I know that a lot of you are struggling. I hear this in my personal readings. That's why I felt guided to really tap into these types of energies this week. Okay? It can't always be fluff and rainbows, love and light. That's not the reality all the time. So this is telling us we need to discern between what we are desiring versus what's best for us. And Spirit is trying to help us with that. And now we have, I am scared. That's the trigger statement. Change is scary, you guys. But the true statement is, when I am vulnerable, I am at my strongest. So reconnect with your feminine energy and pursue something that ignites your fire. Open the gates of your fortress and explore. If you feel drained, if you feel exhausted, if all you want to do is sit around and cry all day, that is not an uplifting energy. That is damaging for your well-being, your spirit, and your soul. So right there, check in with your energy. When you connect with this person, does it uplift you and make you feel good? Or does it just fuck you up? Whatever's going on, take the temperature. If it's not feeling good to you and you feel crazy and you feel emotionally unstable, that is your spirit's way of saying it's time for you to start reconnecting with yourself. You're losing yourself in this person. A lot of the times we don't want to deal with ourselves, so we attach ourselves to other people in a very unhealthy way. Some of that might be a theme for some of you guys. So let's start nourishing our bodies, letting go and going with the flow, and connecting to things that actually give us energy, not deplete us of energy, okay? All right, let's get a stone suggestion and an angel that is working with us. We have emerald. So this emerald here is the angel of prosperity. And I love this because this is prosperity and abundance. Don't have to just be money, but this has something to do with our actions and whatever we're putting our energy into, whatever actions we're taking, it's creating. So if we are focused on things that are emotional, as in toxic, negative, draining drama, that is actually what's going to create, like we're going to abundantly create more of that energy in our life. So we have to be very careful with what we are putting out there, what energy we're holding on to. So this emerald is talking about new ventures, clearing out some kind of old energy so we can embark on something new. So we can start believing in ourselves. So that way we can be in this more prosperous energy. And the fact that it's green, yes, is abundance, but it's also heart chakra, you guys. So any kind of green stones or any stones that would help to assist your heart chakra, maybe even a pink, like a rose quartz, would be really helpful for you guys in order to connect back with your feminine energy and to just help yourself at this time to heal and soothe. Let's see what we need to surrender or surrender to. Yep. I got that. Some of us are addicted to this person. We know it. And just so you guys know, it doesn't mean that just because the messages are coming up this way right now, it doesn't mean that this is the end all, that you and this person could never be together, that it may never work. It just means that there's something going on with us. We are reacting a certain way, or things are happening right now for a reason, because it's helping us to check in with ourselves. So if you guys feel like you're losing yourselves, if you guys just feel like nothing is growing, that you're just slowly dying every day, there's a reason. So we need to examine ourselves. We need to stop looking at this person and saying, if they would only do this and if they would only do that, I would be happy. It's nonsense. Okay? There's something in you that needs to change. Whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, you need to take the action to begin to heal this addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. So some of you guys are probably saying to yourself, well, I don't know how to heal. I'm not a counselor. I'm not a licensed professional, so I can't really give that advice on what to do. I can only give suggestions. And what this is saying here is a healthier alternative. So maybe instead of looking at someone's social media, how about we delete our social media account or put it on hold? How about we don't participate with people that know this person? How about we replace this with watching, like listening to a positive law of attraction podcast? Okay. Maybe instead of going to the club on the weekend, where maybe you feel just that impending doom that we'll never meet someone, or that there's just jerk after jerk or whatever. I'm just using it as an example. Instead of doing that, why don't we go on a hike instead? You know, that's what I'm talking about. There's different things that you can do besides the things that you guys are doing. So this is giving us an opportunity to change our habits, to change our routine. And when we make these shifts and changes, then things start to grow in abundance in a different way. So whatever is abundantly growing right now, we might not like this. We might not be liking what's showing up in our lives. So this is giving us an opportunity to surrender and to heal and to just choose something different right now. Let's focus on something different. Let's change our mindsets. And it's not going to happen overnight. It does take time. It's like exercising. You can't just expect to go to the gym once like me and then come out and be like, oh my God, I didn't lose 10 pounds. Seriously, that's how my mind works. So then I'm defeated immediately. So I got my own like friggin' addictions and things going on with like food and all that other stuff. So, but it's just, it works the same. You know, sometimes our expectations can really sabotage us too. So let's go ahead and get some ending advice from our angels. We have Guardian of Action. So to me, this is the King of Wands energy. And I like to see the King of Wands here because the King of Wands promises that we do have the power to basically create change in our lives. We can. We have the Nine of Swords. So that Nine of Swords, of course, is a card of anxiety and fear. And we also have the Star, which I love to see, which means that we are being spiritually guided. And there is healing that is on the horizon, and it's available to us if we want it. So it says it's time for you to step up and be the leader. This is also about stepping into your power. This is your moment in the sun. So this is about you moving towards the light. You can do it. Your guardian angels are helping you to take action to move forward and away from the darkness. Nine of Swords says stop being so hard on yourself and turn your thoughts towards the positive. There's no need to worry. You might be anticipating the worst, which is not helpful. So whatever we're thinking right now is actually not helpful. It says we need to know that heaven is going to provide a solution. If you're experiencing sleepless nights or anxiety over a challenge in your life, release the problem to God, your angels, the universe. So again, this is about us releasing this person, releasing the result, releasing our expectations, and focusing on our own healing. So now we have celebration. This is a wonderful time in your life. Difficulties have faded away. See, now that we've done this, our difficulties are fading away, and the light at the end of the tunnel is a star that you can wish upon. So we're clearing out this old debris. So we are going towards the light. We're going towards a happier, brighter future. We're going towards our dreams. So have faith that things are going to turn out beautifully for you. But you've got to give up some sort of addiction, some sort of a cycle that isn't working in order for this to happen. So some of you guys are maybe giving up on this soul connection. Others of you are just choosing to work on yourself. Others of you are not struggling at all, which may mean that this reading isn't for you this week. That's okay. But I just really felt guided, you guys, to help some of you that are really struggling. So I do hope that some of these messages were helpful to you. And if some of you guys need professional therapy or counseling, I highly suggest you guys look into it, because I did feel that there was a lot of trauma here in this reading for some of you guys. And you guys, some of you might even be dealing with a mentally ill person. And that's also something that can do a number on your own well-being. So it may not even be your own traumas. It may just be that you have experienced some trauma just even dealing with this person. And that is enough to maybe even seek some sort of outside professional help. So anyways, you guys, I want to thank you for choosing to watch this reading for you. I do hope it was helpful. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.